she's a 10 kameiva kasipogeuza kataungua nikadiva kanasumbua kanafanya dimi na shiva na sina kiwa mimi nacheza shua katajipa so unanijua bank check confirm nishake makatao na venye toka mevaa kamekaa kamenicham na bado sijang'aa mataka nijitaya.
Okay, we are Elena and David. We are the founders of Caravan Project, Pedal for Kibera, and today we reached Kibera after 1 year and a half, more or less. The Caravan Project is a caravan of bicycles that the goal is cycling 12,000 kilometers from Andorra to Kenya for support an NGO, Kings and Queens of Kibera, located in the middle of Kibera slums. So this is Caravan.
So tell us exactly what drives you to do this, because currently not most of the people do this, and when it comes to charity, what drives you, doing this for charity purposes?
Well, we were thinking of how to support the NGO Kings and Queens of Kibera, because it's an NGO we know very well. It's a small NGO with a very good impact. We are good friends of the founder, Nico, and so we know the impact it has. And we thought, how could we support this with something that we know how to do, and we really like traveling by bicycle. So we were coming up with this idea of creating a challenge. So we thought of this challenge of cycling 12,000 kilometers, and we came up with the idea of doing it as a caravan of bicycles so that people could join in different parts of the trips. And we are very happy because people have joined. In this last part, we have been 8 people. We have been 6 people were from Europe and 2 people were from Africa, from Kenya. In fact, the 2 men that joined us, they used to be kids in this NGO in Kings and Queens of Kibera.
My name is Joseph Omondi Ase, and I have been a member of Kings and Queens of Kibera since 2012.
So when did you join that is Kings and Queens?
Yeah, I joined. Actually, I'm not from Kibera. Like, nilizaliwa Andorra. Then wase wakikuja kutafuta wase wakanipata huko, and they brought me to Kibera. And so that was in 2012. I joined in class 5. And since then I've been through high school, through university, and now I'm expecting my graduation in December. I've done Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sports Science.
Being part and parcel of that is Kings and Queens, what is the main achievement you feel personally that indeed the Kings and Queens are personally impacted into your life?
Okay, Kings and Queens of Kibera, I can say they've took me from a position of knowing nothing to a place where I know some stuff. So, Kings of Kibera, I can say it's a home to me, because they provided me with shelter, clothing, food, and away from that, they also gave me education. And the education I have, like I said, I have a degree. I'm expecting my graduation in December, and this degree will enable me get a job. Like I'm able to be self-sufficient, and like they gave me the opportunity to better my life and be able to support my family and all that.
You are part and parcel of that is the cyclist that is the caravan pedal for Kibera. So far, how was the journey, and personally, what do you feel like? What do you think you have achieved so far?
Yeah, me, all I say, life is about learning. Yeah, so with the caravan bikers, I was learning a lot. Like, the life I've learned with these guys while we were out there in the road was like, we used to, like, you can, in summer, let me just put it in simple words, simple living. Like, all I've learned out there is simple living. Like, you had all you needed in one place. You packed the place you need to sleep, the place you sleep, some of your clothes, everything you need, like you have it on your bike. So that life really taught me to live simple.
What is your experience so far with your team? Personally, the other 7 cyclists that were among the team?
Yeah, operating as a group sometimes is difficult. More so I can say for the leader. and I was lucky enough to go the leader. So sometimes there could be rumbles here and there. People want to go faster, others want to go slower, but that was mostly the problem. We like some people sometimes, like I remember there's a day I wanted to go faster because I was feeling these people are going slow, but for them they were like, this guy is tired, we have to wait. So mostly that is the thing. I feel like it was like teaching us working like teamwork. We work together to make something come to, like, because I remember there's a time I sped off like for 10 minutes, and again feeling alone out there, I had to wait for the other guys to come. Once they were there, I was happy again, and now we were moving together as a team, and it was a good experience.
Kind of made a lot of meaning for the project. So that's what we did. We tried to combine the idea of supporting this NGO with what we like, that is traveling by bicycle. So we are very thankful because from this project, not only have we managed to support the NGO, but also we have managed to learn many things. So it has enriched us as people like nothing else could have done.
So cycling for that is 12,000 kilometers is not a simple thing, yeah? So what is this challenge that you personally, as two of you guys, right, during the cycling for the 12,000 kilometers you faced? What is the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge, well, every day is a challenge, but the biggest one, it was cycling Namibia, because well, I don't know, in some points we cycling a long distance without water or without food, and then we have to ask people traveling by car to leave water in some point, because it's the point where we arrived that day, and then we slept on this side, on this part, we pitch the tent there, and we find the point where the people leave water. And it was also recycling in a very high temperatures, like 45 degrees. So it was very difficult, very tough some days. And I think, the more difficult ones is Namibia.
Yeah, no, I think also Namibia was a big challenge, but I think the challenge in general would be mental challenge. Like you really have, physically, you have to be fit, but you have to be mentally strong. I would say 80% of this trip is mental. So the fact of having a purpose and a goal of supporting the NGO made it possible, because you really had to have an answer when your mind asks you, what are you doing here in the middle of nowhere with your bicycle? So I would say the biggest challenge was to keep motivated and to keep going. But having a purpose helped, and also having all these people, these caravan bikers that joined on the way, was also a boost of energy for us. So that's how we managed to succeed.
We talk of Kings and Queens as one of the NGOs within, that is Kibera. Why only Kings and Queens? Why not other NGOs?
Well, I think, of course, we would like to support as many people as we can, but I think we had to choose one. We chose Kings and Queens because we know it very well. It's a small NGO, so for us it's important because you know where the funds go, you see the impact. Maybe sometimes in big NGOs you don't understand where the money is going, and for us to talk with the sponsors supporting the project, it was good to explain that the NGO was small and explain examples of the impact it had had. So that's why we chose Kings and Queens of Kibera.
So how can you describe that is the Kings and Queens, the management so far? So far, how are they so far in terms of welcoming you? How are they so far?
I think Kings and Queens is, as Elena said, a small NGO, but they support the kids, and it's a very nice NGO, and they support with the school fees, they support with food, and they support until when grow up and until they're 18 years old, and then after also they have things to do with work. So well, I think you can explain better than me.
We like the task that Kings and Queens of Kibera does, because the kids that they support, they follow them through all their childhood, providing, as we were saying, school fees, alimentation, healthcare. But also once they finish the school, they also help them and accompany them through their steps into adulthood, either if they choose university, which some of them had, that's already a big success, or through helping them with small loans to start small projects or small businesses. So it's nice because they don't finish their task once they leave school, they continue, and we can also see that with the fact, for instance, that two of the men that used to be kids came to Caravan, so we can see how the circle is kind of closing, and that's meaning of success from my point of view.
Let me talk about experience so far. Personally, as you arrived in Kenya, this is the first time you guys are coming to Kenya. And personally, what is your favorite food so far that you really enjoyed? Like, which meal are you enjoying in Kenya?
For me, it's the first time in Kenya. David has been here several times because he has visited the NGO. For meal, I don't know, I would say chapati. I really like chapati, and I really like, what's the name, nyama?
Oh, God.
Nyama and chapati.
Yeah, for me too, and with beef, chapati with beef, nyama or gali with beef. It's very nice.
What is your experience?
Beans also, the beans, boom, it's nice also.
So what is your experience so far within Kibera? How is the people so far? How is the interaction so far with the local people you happen to interact during your time, cycling around here?
Yeah, well, during all Africa, the people we met, it's amazing. They receive with a lot of big hospitality. They open the doors of their houses. They have schools. We sleep in schools, church, houses, gardens, and it was amazing because they open the arms.
They received us with their arms
open and yeah, so far, well, it was amazing. And now in Kibera, I know personally Kibera because I came 2 times before, and people are very friendly, very closer to you, and always, you are very nice people. So we are very glad to be here and to be part of Kings and Queens of Kibera and to support them also.
And also. So today we have had the official arrival to the NGO, but yesterday we were received by the kids and the people that work in Kings and Queens of Kibera, and it was fantastic. They received us, they were all very happy. They were waiting for us because we have had during the trip video calls with the kids, we have done some projects with them, so it was really nice. Well, to be received by them. They were very happy. Everybody wanted to try the bicycles, see everything we had, and it's been like, I don't know, I didn't know them because I had never been here, but it's like, like if we had known each other, and I think it will create a very special bond.
So far, all I can say is a big thank you for this opportunity I had. Not everyone is privileged to have this opportunity, There's a lot of disadvantaged children out here, that didn't get the opportunity I got. And for that, I say a big thank you to Kings of Kibera. And I would like to tell them to keep up the good art, keep inspiring lives, keep on empowering boys like me. Now we have also girls. Actually, our time we only boys, so that's why. So they keep on empowering boys, the girls. Like, this is a good thing they are doing, and at least when you come from a situation where you think like you have no dream to a place now you can dream, I say that is good, and I say thank you to Kings of Kibera for helping me through this.
Well, I would say that they are doing a great job. We can see that in the generations, as the generations grow up, how the kids grow up and start doing what they want to do, and how they manage also to keep involved with the NGO. This means that it's working. So for me, to keep working hard and to keep involving everybody so that the circle is closed.
Well, they are the meaning of the Caravan bike project, so it was impossible to do it without them. So we are very happy to create a big caravan, and yeah, they are very important for this project and the meaning of that. So
wonderful, that is nice.